Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of July 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for your month, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, but do as well remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I thank you in advance for the love and support as this Leo tribe grows by the day. But they're saying so strong, and that's quite evident throughout this month. But we're going to begin by pulling some money and career oracle, and then we'll further move on to the tarot part of the reading with the Light Seers Tarot deck. But also to book a personal reading with myself, all the information is down below in the description box. Just reach out via email and I'll get that started for you. Let's do some shuffling and get this started. So bold, so brave, that's coming through. I feel like in regards to making a change, making a difference, making money, to say the very least. Okay, money making machine is coming through for my lovely Leos for their money and career for July. Money and career for July. Okay, bear with me. We're just going to take the top one here. We do have Feather at the bottom of the deck. I feel as if it's going to be a very spiritually connected month for you, Leo, regardless of how spiritually connected you truly feel in general. But for some, you could be doing spiritual work, obviously, excuse me, therefore mess with spiritual a little bit. But we have the Feather card talking about abundance, easy money, divine intervention. And for the career part, talking about light work. You could be a definite light worker being drawn to this reading. Air related, undecided, and travel. I do see a lot of Leos traveling throughout the month of July, or it could feel like it's more so surrounding the month. At the very least, traveling around, bouncing from situation to situation, feeling as if communication is a big part of your month. From spirit, with other people, getting your voice out there and making a difference all the meanwhile. But I truly feel like you are meant to make a difference in a lot of ways, okay? I keep being drawn to this chess card where it talks about money strategy. That part in and of itself, even though you are a very wise, they're saying leader, individual in general. But I do feel as if you're pushed to recognize that the strategy you have with your money when it comes to saving at this point, when it comes to where you're investing it, how you utilize it for self-care even, all coming into play, all right? Communication, excuse me, from spirit through nature, through animals, specifically birds, I want to say. But we also have Cup. We'll come back to the Cutlery card. Overflowing prosperity, full of empty, full or empty account. I feel as if most it's going from empty to full. You could find that your account's drier than need be or once was, but you have plenty of cash, okay, or expected money coming in. Your cup is full in one way, shape, or form, however you look about it. Excuse me, however you go about looking at it. I do feel like you'll jumble up your words or swap around how a sentence should be worded, but then you laugh it off, the innate ability to enjoy oneself, to chuckle, laughter being a huge part of your month, as well as music, inspiring others, leading others, following when need be, but that being very rare throughout the month. Your overflowing prosperity being quite relevant and obvious to others, as I feel like you may even update a person or two on how much money you're making, because the money's flowing in, Leo. Easy money at that, because you're so talented and good at what you do and have chosen the right opportunity or two to wrap oneself up in to continue. I just feel as if with the career part of this card, you're a true nurturer, a caring individual, your loyal Leo heart coming into play and being quite evident, relevant through everything you speak, produce, develop, accomplish, and succeed at throughout the month. Taking care of business and just checking things off your to-do list is what I'm getting. Doing what you have to do when you need to do it and doing it so damn well. Feeling fulfilled all the meanwhile. It's a month to be a Leo, okay? See that laughter, even when things need to somewhat feel like they have to be a bit more uptight than they should be due to other people's vibe or just the mood, right? It just feels like you are lightening up the energy, right? You're glowing. You may even find that you get full body goosebumps at certain points throughout the month. Spirit's saying, you're doing an amazing job. Keep it up. We're still here with you. Okay, as I'm drawn back to the feather. But with the cutlery card, we're talking about business tools. I truly feel like you could run your own business being drawn to this reading. Or if not, you work a job where you're utilizing your knowledge of how to run a business or just assisting that business in one way, shape, or form. It could be both. Given I feel like certain Leos drawn to this reading do work multiple opportunities within their career in order to maximize their income. I'm hearing passive income as well for some, needing more money and getting the opportunities left and right to make that, knowing that you have the tools, the wisdom, the options available to oneself to make the money you need to. It just feels like you've been working so damn hard and it's paying off. You're living well though, okay? They're saying eating when you need to, but I just feel like at times you need to remember to sleep when you need to as well. So self-care needed to come into play to balance things out, to feel healthy, to keep oneself moving forward. Don't forget to work out, okay? Minimalizing any stress that may come to be. They just made my voice get a little bit louder. They're emphasizing certain words, certain moments throughout the month that need to be remembered or just thought about for a hot second. Your voice needs to be known, to be recognized, to be absorbed, okay? You may be just literally forced to take a deep breath at certain points, and there's these moments where you're like, I'm doing it, I'm going to where I need to go, and I'm doing what I need to do, and people will support me when the time is right. Everything's happening as it's meant to, okay? In the moments where you start to doubt that at certain points in the month, Spirit will put that to rest quite quickly. But we do have, again, food related, okay? You may find that you work with food in one way, shape, or form. Sole provider, feeling like you are the sole provider for your family or for yourself individually, right? A level of individuality taking place, standing tall and proud and being that true leader in more than one way throughout the month. More work than expected, right? If you own a business, clientele and customers flowing in quite rapidly, okay? You may even find that return clientele customers come back to you. Old ones return, right? Because you're just so damn talented and helpful. All the meanwhile, your services, your items will be needed, to say the very least. Your work you produce and develop, or just your hard work ethic being noticed, regardless of whether you're an entrepreneur or you work for a company or both. We have the gold card here. Bear with me. Talking about solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values. And I just feel like you are solid like a piece of gold, okay? You're firm in what you've decided to move forward towards and what you want to leave behind or know you need to inevitably. I just feel like as well, you just know what you're talking about, what you're doing, the job you're working, and therefore it just gives off this firm, I can teach you if you need me to, even to those who are in more of an authority role or feel as if they should be explaining or something to you or helping you out. It's just that I am always sort of a leader, even if my title doesn't depict that, right? Or just, sorry, bad wording. It doesn't express that or give you, you always have the opportunity throughout the month, especially, to be the leader you're meant to be, okay? Banking, I feel like there's depositing, thinking about a new bank account for some, long-term position. And I feel like that's the one that you're most passionate about if you work multiple jobs. Or you could be thinking about investing in or moving towards a position where you feel it's more long-term, a chance to grow and prosper through that position. If you feel you've been working a job that's quite temporary, but still beneficial all the meanwhile. I just feel like, once again, fulfilled through a level of satisfying work in one way, shape, or form. Let's Beautiful beginning is what I'm getting. But let's pull some tarot and see what else we get for your month. Leo, it's time to shine is exactly what I was just hearing. I feel like there's a level of confidence about you when you strut through a situation, when you produce, develop, that people just feel inspired by. Then therefore looking within and being like, well, how can I better take care of myself? Why am I not strutting with that immense amount of confidence? There are ways that you help people throughout the month that you may not evidently see per se, but then if you take a hot second, there's just so many ways you're helping people. That's just one. All right, your work helps for a lot. Okay, flopping out. Queen of Wands. I just heard you didn't do a backflip, and that's a beautiful thing. It feels like you're not feeling as if you have to force it, do a backflip, overly force it once again to get your point across or to do what you need to do, or to make a change. And that's a beautiful thing. That's when you know it's meant to be. All right. When you see heads turning towards you, it's because your vibe, your energy, because you're recognizing that your work makes you feel fulfilled and helps you heal oneself and others and glow all the meanwhile. But I also feel like making money is enjoyable for you, even if you feel quite overwhelmed at certain points or overworked at the end of each day or week or however it ends up working for you. But with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's a month where you are truly feeling the passion quite present in your situation, the fire burning within and just leaving you motivated to keep moving forward. It's this sort of I will pass the baton to you vibe at certain points. You're going to have to see how that plays out for you individually. Music definitely being a key part of your month at certain points. Put your feet back on the ground and reground oneself as things are falling into place. And I feel like there's levels of celebration at certain points for how much money you and others are making or just how successful something is. I do sense there is a lot of thought about a move of residence, travel, could be both, even your home life. I just feel as if improvements are on the horizon and you're basking in the sun, literally and or figuratively, depending on your situation. I just feel like Leos are gaining this level of comfort from all that you're achieving throughout July, okay? It could definitely be your birthday month if you're a Leo sun. It just depends. You could also be an August Leo, but obviously this is pertaining to all placements for Leo. If you were drawn to it, it's meant for you in one way, shape, or form. And I feel like that's a message in and of itself for your month. If you were drawn to something, if you were drawn to connect with somebody, if you're drawn to reconnect with somebody, or to make money in one way, shape, or form, then it was meant to be. It was purposeful. Spirits working on your behalf. Orbs coming into play. There's this flowing with the vibe, doing things your own way, but transforming all the meanwhile, going with the flow, okay? But in a very passionate way, showing people you don't have to be overly stressed in order to exude a true level of passion, okay? You also don't need to over exude in general to put on a show or to impress people. Yeah, I just feel like there's a peaceful way about you that's helping you transform. That's helping a situation transform or multiple throughout the month. Three of Pentacles, okay? Being noticed for sure. People you once knew or once were closer with, even family members, friends, you name it, noticing you for how different you are and just feeling a sense that you're going to be moving on to bigger and better soon enough in one way, shape, or form. The number 3 coming into play. It's time for you to get a tattoo, okay? For some, I just feel as if you're pushed to recognize that step by step, day by day, people are noticing you more, and that could be a huge beneficial factor for a growth in your career, right? It could be your business on social media. That's thriving if you run one. Even if it's an in-person or online store, you are gaining the attention you need in order to, they're saying word of mouth, in order to see things grow in the right direction to prosper. It's time to be Leo. It's time to feel more like yourself, but a new improved version of you, right? As connections, reconnecting with others happens, but connections to the past take place, or reminders of the past to show you fully or to remind you how far you've come, okay? The past doesn't depict or reflect how your future unravels. All right, it's time for you to go in the direction you feel most guided to go in. I feel like these aren't straight. Adjust when you need to, adapt when you need to, be flexible, and I know you're good at that, but it's just a reminder coming through for a reason. I'm not saying put your crown back on, because it's a month, Leo, where you need to keep that crown on, as people are seeing you as true royalty, as a talented individual, okay? And when you're pushed to move slowly, do so. Again, you don't have to rush in order to get accomplished what needs to. I just feel like things could be moving quite quickly around you at certain points. At others, they aren't. But even in a fast-paced work situation, for example, things could be moving quickly around you, and you're just moving at a comfortable pace. They're saying bouncing around, skipping a little bit, hopping to the beat, you just doing your own thing, strutting. There's a focus as well on a level of the flow with money, the focus of you gaining a ton of income in a multitude of ways, some multiple forms of income streams, but also just letting go of some, right? That come and go. Also giving and taking a focus as well. Being kind of outspoken at times, and even more so in others, but also being spoken through by spirit and being like, well, that made absolutely no sense, but we'll move right along because I have the confidence to be like, it is what it is, right? Inspiring people nonetheless, even when you slip up. Just remember that. The Two of Pentacles, going through this true balancing act throughout the month, and it being quite impressive. Deciding between options, potentially, a little bit of online shopping, but not having a ton of time to do in-store shopping. You are one busy individual, and it's all paying off as people see you as the wisest individual they've come across recently, or wiser than they once knew you as. Speaking of people you've known for a bit, again, feathers, very spiritually connected. And I feel like you have the wisdom of spirit all the meanwhile. It's a month to make money. It's a month to inspire. It's a month to be you, to accept change, and to, again, they're showing somebody weaving in and out of obstacles, represented by rocks. But anyways, you're going to be given certain images and descriptions and clarity from spirit that just take a hot second, but it's like, for some, it doesn't take a hot second, quickly absorbed. But I feel like your mind is on fire, okay? You have a lot going on, prioritizing, developing, creating once again, but thinking about the past and all the meanwhile being prepped for the future financial investments, future career adjustments. You accomplish a job with ease if that's something you need to do throughout the month. But I feel like for a lot of Leos drawn to this reading, that's more so for the future, okay? A couple months, few months down the line, maybe even longer. But I do feel like there's moments where you close your eyes and your mind doesn't stop, but you just have a lot going on once again, okay? It's the whirlwind of your mind that almost feels enjoyable at times. It's like you have so much going on, but people see you as someone who's happy for the most part, right? The moments that you're not, there's something to learn, okay? There's something to learn. Learning about oneself, learning about others, researching, informing oneself, and improving your business, improving your job in one way, shape, or form. Take that as it resonates. But I do sense that you have a few creative ideas that need to be written down, to say the very least. All right, let's finish this up by pulling some small money and career oracle that I made myself. You're very creative is what I just heard. This is the little deck I made myself for my lovely Leos to wrap up this reading. You're here to inspire, so do just that is what I'm hearing now. For Leo. When you don't force it, it works out. For Leo. Unexpected income coming out. Beautiful. Who doesn't want to hear that? There are moments in the month where you're just going to receive money coming in, or just more gratuity, more money flow than expected. Money moves, okay? Moving towards the money, investing when need be, getting ready, prepping. I just feel like it's a month where you are solid, you're golden, you have that golden touch as I'm drawn back to this card over here. Own that, embrace it, as I feel like it's a month where you're reminded you're a star in the making, okay? You're a star in the making. Let's see what else we get. Making progress, absolutely. Step by step, day by day, I feel like you're making progress with what you want to move towards, what you're trying to grow, get off the ground, or just succeed at in general. And you are succeeding, okay? Take everything as it comes and as it goes. Interesting. More than expected is what I just saw. Last but not least, savings increase, okay? Your savings, your money is growing throughout the month. You're able to easily save money as you easily make that income, all right? It's a month where things are working in your favor, Leo, and it's a month to be you once again. Keep that confidence alive as you inspire, as you make a ton of money and you make change in more than one way, on more than one level. It's a month to succeed, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I am wishing you nothing but the best, sending you love and light. Go have an amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.